Okay, I had breakfast and I cleaned up, tidied some things up, put things away, turned the car on so it could be heating up, removed the window coverings, and now I'm ready to hit the road. It's 9:03, it's 23 degrees outside. I'm gonna head back out the way that I came yesterday. If you watched yesterday's video, you know that I almost got stuck getting into this campsite. I didn't show it, but I told you about it. So I'm gonna reverse my way out there and see if I do or do not get stuck this time. All right, well that worked. I hit it a little bit faster today than I did yesterday, and I made it. Now I'm heading off into this area. So this is Swasey Cabin. It was built in 1921 by the Swasey family. They herded and raised cattle in this area. And they would also round up wild horses in these canyons nearby. Let's take a look inside. There's nothing inside the cabin, but this is a great little spot. I'd live here. Check out this awesome rock formation back here. I think rock climbers call it the Broken Cross, which I think is a pretty great name for it. There's a canyon just over here past the cabin called Eagle Canyon. And you need a Jeep or an ATV to go into the canyon, so I won't be going into it, but they built the cabin with Douglas fir from the canyon. There's not a soul out here. I wanted to talk a little bit about where exactly I am in Utah and what my plan is for today. So this is a map of Utah. It's basically a rectangle with a notch cut out of it. I live up here in Ogden. Salt Lake City is right here. I'm down here. This area is called the San Rafael Swell, and it's basically a circle of uplifted area. It's a bit more oblong than this, but let's just say it's this shape. It used to be a big dome, a big sandstone dome, but then it's been eroded over the years, and now it's, as you can see, it's canyons and spires and cliffs and buttes and mesas, and it's a very rugged, complex area. The swell is bisected by I-70, Interstate 70, which is this blue line right here. Right now I'm just south of the blue line, and today I'm going to be driving basically across the rest of the swell over to this side. So I'll be driving across basically the interior of the San Rafael Swell this way, and that'll take me, I don't know, an hour or two to drive that. And then I'm going to spend probably the next couple of days right on the edge of the San Rafael Swell. On the eastern edge there are a bunch of big cliffs, and that's where a lot of the interesting canyons are. Goblin Valley State Park, if you've heard of that, it's in that area. I'm going to go there. After I'm done with the San Rafael Swell area, I'm going to spend probably spend another week total in this area in the southeastern corner of Utah. This is just an incredible area, and then I'll be moving on to Arizona after that. And I'm excited to drive through it. I've never been to this area. I've been to the San Rafael Swell before. I've never been to this particular area where I am now. I've never driven across it in the direction that I'm going now and the route that I'm taking. And I've never done any of the things that I'll be doing over the next couple of days on the eastern edge of the swell. So super excited, and still got a lot of daytime left. It's 10:24, and let's hit the road. It's time to start the drive. Alright, I've stopped to stretch my legs a little bit and found this awesome little viewpoint. It's also a potential campsite. There's a fire ring right there. This would be an incredible place to camp, but it's still early in the day. I'm not gonna camp yet. But let me show you the view here. This is Temple Mountain. This is the area that I'm headed to. Gonna have some lunch. I think I'll just have some cheese and crackers. I've got some of those cheese sticks and some Triscuits. So what I like to do with those is just take a bite of the cheese and then toss a Triscuit in. So I'm at this little picnic area with this information about Temple Mountain. There's Temple Mountain. And the sign is just saying that there was a huge uranium boom in this area in the 40s and 50s. And uranium for our nuclear weapons and for nuclear submarines was mined and found in this area. A little shanty town was built up here in this Temple Mountain area, made up of miners and their families. I'll do a quick panorama. Someone camped in an RV over here. This area is definitely more often visited than where I was this morning. I saw a few cars about 10 minutes back on the road, and like I said, there's that RV over there, and just the fact that this picnic area exists shows that there's definitely more traffic here. There's also a campground or two not too far beyond this point, like an established campground. This area isn't too far from Goblin Valley, which is a popular and heavily touristed spot, and so it makes sense that there's more traffic here. But anyway, I'm gonna go down this this canyon here and drive down this way and visit a couple rock art panels. Here are the pictographs. So it's hard to gauge the size here, but these figures here are about 6 feet tall. And you can see some of the cliff above and below them. It's wider. That's where the cliff is kind of broken off, fallen off. And so the sign said that the figures were probably 8 feet tall before the rock peeled off. This little guy over here is more recent than these ones over here. These ones, they don't know exactly how old they are, but they say that some people believe it was around 8,000 to 6,000 years ago, and other people think it was between 1,000 and 2,000 years ago. Either way, these ones are thousands of years old. So just down the road a little bit is the second panel. Definitely not impressive and not really worth stopping at if you aren't into rock art. There's no sign or anything like that. You just need to know where to park and then where to go. But let me show you. I don't know if you can even see this in the camera, but there are some red figures here. And then much more modern stuff over here. It says John 1891 and Ralph Ellis 1905. Someone else has scrawled right across the top of the pictographs. Someone sketched out a horse and a head. It's about 1:30 now. What do you say we go for a little hike? I think that sounds like a good idea. Alright, I'm at the trailhead, leaving now to do the hike. Everyone's favorite hat is back in play. And this is where I'm going. Echo! I get to a place like this, and I'm just lost for words. There is a pictograph panel over here. But I think I read online someone said that they're fake because they weren't there when he came here when he was younger. So let's go over there and take a look. So I don't know if they're real or fake or not, but I can see why some people would think they are. This is very thickly laid on, and it just looks like mud laid on there. Here are some handprints. I have very big hands, and they're about the size of my hand. All the authentic Native American handprints that I've seen are much smaller than mine. Here's another view of the cave and arch. That is just so cool. Okay, so I just spent maybe 15 or 20 minutes scrambling down from one of these rocky ribs down into here. This is called Wild Horse Canyon, and there is some rock art over here that I want to check out. Okay, I think I've spotted the rock art. These are awesome. They're so well preserved. This is about 1.5 feet high. I like that you can still see the white pigment here and here, and then along this. These look like thumbprints here. And these are thousands of years old. It's amazing. Stop to take a break and eat. How often do you get to have a snack underneath pictographs? And here's the view out from where the pictographs are. Back at the car, done with the hike. It took about 2 hours and 25 minutes, I think, total. It's 4:10 right now. I'm gonna go find a campsite. I'm tired. I just wanna hang out for the next few hours of daylight. Okay, I found a campsite. Pretty great views from here. I might go hike back in here later tonight or tomorrow, but for now I'm pretty happy. The couple main roads are out here, a couple paved roads, and I'm pretty pleased. So there's a dirt road that runs by this spot and it leads to a bunch of other spots that way. And there's a hike down there that I wanted to do tomorrow, but the road got too rough and I was still like a mile away from the start of the hike, so I'll either drive there tomorrow and hike that mile, or just skip that hike and do another one. It's not like there's a shortage of hiking around here. I think right now I'm going to do some computer work. I need to back up some photos from my SD card. I filled up one SD card earlier today, and so I want to copy that all onto an external hard drive. So I'll bust my computer out and do that. And I just finished working on my computer and I looked to my right out the window and saw this. This is a pronghorn antelope. I'm gonna make some dinner now. I guess this is a good place, as good a place as any to stop for the night. I'm going to wipe myself down with some shower wipes. I've started to smell myself a little bit today. This is day 3 of the trip, and I need to, you know, rub down the armpits and other areas. And I'm gonna have some dinner. I have some avocados that I need to use up. They're already soft, and you know I can't hold off using them for too much longer, so I'm gonna just have some, I think just some avocado on bread with some salt and pepper on top. Tired of filming for the day, so I'm just gonna relax. It's 6 o'clock, about an hour and 45 minutes of daylight left, so I'm gonna enjoy it while I can and then hop inside. But yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions.